Hi there, I'm Tish.
I'm Lily.
And together we are
Haunted Housewives.
So we're trying something new today. Yes. Oh, this should be fun. We are doing brief video reviews of some of the places that we go. And we would like to start off today with our very first contestant. Lucky them.
2024.
Yay! Fairfield, which is in St. Clairsville, Ohio.
It's about an hour and a half from Pittsburgh.
Yeah, about an hour and 20 minutes. It's just a little bit south of Wheeling, if you're familiar with that sort of area of West Virginia, Ohio. This is very specific, by the way, if you're if you're not in the Pittsburgh area. But one of the things that's really striking about it is that even though it's pretty close to a city, even though St. Clairsville is this very cute little town, even though you're an hour or so from Pittsburgh and 2 hours to Columbus, it feels incredibly remote.
Yes. And it feels remote, and it feels like, where is this taking me? This is a little town of these little houses, and it's like in the circle. You have to go in this, not like a cul-de-sac circle. It's a whole different kind of circle. And it's more rural.
And it's deliberate. So you cannot really find this place reliably on your GPS. Your GPS will tell you, you have arrived, and it will be dead wrong. Dead wrong. But the haunt runners like this sense of making people feel like they're a little bit lost, because the theme of the haunt is, take it away, Lily. Throwing it over to you.
It's like redneck, backwoods, Viking, cannibal. It's definitely something you would think you would find in rural Ohio.
Yeah. It's the idea is that this clan of hillbillies went off into the mountains and trees of rural Ohio, and they ran into the entities that live there and sold their souls to them. So now this clan of hillbillies is always looking for stupid people like us to come wandering into their little encampment. So one of the things that I think is pretty distinctive about Fairfield is it is a one theme haunt.
Yes, it's all one theme. You feel like you are actually there in the middle of this. There's nothing out of place. There's nothing that wouldn't be there.
Right. There's nothing that signals that it's decoration. There's nothing that says, I bought this at Spirit or at Midwest Haunters.
No.
There's a lot of found objects.
Yeah.
It looks like this
shanties.
Yeah.
There's a lot of wood walls. There's like a covered bridge.
Yeah.
And other bridges. That looks like they just built them out of necessity.
Yeah. And when you enter the haunted attraction, and by the way, the nature of this is it's an outdoor trail.
Oh yes.
So if the weather is bad, typically they will close down. They were very kind. They did stay open because we were on the trail. We were on the trail when a rainstorm came in, and they let us go through.
Yeah, it was very atmospheric, though.
It was the most realistic thing.
Right?
We were soaking wet, and it was
you could see the lightning in the distance, and it was lighting up the sky as we're just going through this village.
And the monsters were just having fun with us. It was a good time.
It was.
So it is a realistic single theme haunt.
Yeah. Very uniquely so.
Outdoor. Yeah. A lot of places like to do cannibal hillbilly.
Yeah. In a part.
this place does Cannibal
Yeah.
Hillbilly. And they do mix in some other kinds of themes. Like there was a clown. But it came across as maybe she had found the clown suit.
Right.
Maybe she had eaten a clown.
Yeah.
Don't do that. They taste funny. Sorry. But there's a section that was a maze, and she was just following us through the maze, telling us, no, not that way. No, you're doing it wrong. No, I told you not to go there. But not a typical clown.
Yeah, and there are places. It's there are mazes, and then there's places where you just kind of walk straight or kind of uphill or down, not real steep. Just like there are small hills, and then there's places where you don't know where to go. You don't know what which doorway to go through.
Yeah, it feels very much like you're in the middle of your own kind of rural backwoods horror movie.
Nightmare.
Yeah. Or that. But the actors will joke with you.
Yes.
They are having fun.
They're people.
They're people, and they love seeing stupid tourists just come wandering. Yeah, and I think the berserker, the guy in the Viking hat, he even said, "We have fresh meat" when we started on the trail. But while it feels very Texas Chainsaw Massacre or House of a Thousand Corpses, there's also a lot of humor.
Yes,
and it's very interactive.
Yeah, they're very good at interacting with people, and they can, they play along with whatever you say to them. They're really good at that.
They like the banter.
Yeah, we also went for Bloodbath, so there was an
additional.
There was an additional.
Explain to the nice people what Bloodbath is.
Well, you wear a nice white T-shirt, and you come out all bloody, and then maybe you go to Sheetz or somewhere, and
you stop for gas, you stop to get a little snack, everybody looks at you. Yeah, Bloodbath is a special event that they have, typically their opening weekend, where the creatures will just squirt you with blood, dump blood on you.
Yeah, different ways.
Or perhaps your friend gets a hold of one of the little squirt bottles and decides to decorate.
I like how you guys are just looking at me like I wasn't going to do it. They're like, Jen wouldn't possibly.
We trusted you. We trusted you.
I'm so sorry.
And then, but no.
Yeah.
So that's a special event early on. Later in the season, it is. I don't think they do Bloodbath again, but it still is a very interactive trail. They're very careful about things like weather conditions because it's all outdoors. It's very rural.
Yeah.
It's dark. It's dark. And again, part of the realism is there's not a lot of stuff there that you're not going to see in a Cannibal Hillbilly encampment.
Right.
So pretty low lighting.
Yeah, it gets really dark, especially like undercover bridges, or there's little areas that are kind of covered. It's wood. It's put together by the hillbillies.
Cannibal Hillbillies from whatever they find, from whoever they've killed. And there's not a piped-in soundtrack per se. It's the noises
they make.
The noises they make.
You would hear.
The sounds of weapons, like striking against metal, people screaming, people laughing.
Yeah. And they do it the whole time, not just when somebody's walking by. They're always out there yelling something, yelling to each other, yelling. If they see somebody anywhere, they will yell to them.
Yeah, they're very good at making sure that the scenes continue no matter what. The scenes just kind of keep going. So, highly realistic. Very dedicated actors, very low tech. You're not going to see big massive animatronics.
Yeah.
You're not going to see, super fancy props because everything looks like it's been built by these people. It's been
You're
created
not stepping on anything to make something happen.
Yeah, there's no boo pedals. There's no,
Air cannons.
Yeah, yes.
I mean, I do jump at those, but they don't have them.
No. But what there is a lot of crazy people with weapons and people who like to tell jokes, people who like to interact with you.
And scare.
Yeah. There's a lot of jump scares. And
there's a lot of places for them to come.
Yeah. And typically there are more weapons. We've visited this attraction a few times, and because of the weather conditions on this particular date, the Haunt Runners kind of decided to pull back on some of for which she's grateful.
I was grateful.
The Haunt Runners decided to pull back on some of the typical effects, but usually it's a group of cannibal hillbillies. You can expect there's going to be probably 2 chainsaws somewhere along the trail, maybe more, and other kinds of weapons. There's a butcher shop area, so expect there to be something pointy and dangerous in there. So Fairfield, St. Clairsville, Ohio.
If you like the all one theme kind of haunt, and to feel like you've stumbled upon this, and they like to mess with you and scare you and make fun of you and make jokes with you, that's your haunt.
This would be the haunt for you. So let us know if you know of other places that are similarly, one theme, rural, spooky, whatever. And we will be back with some more video discussion of the places we visit.
Thanks.
Thanks. Bye.